Many of us would love to be superwoman with a balanced and fulfilled life, right? But it can seem overwhelming to achieve that. Author and life coach, we have Dr. Al-Falaki joining us this morning with why we should never doubt our power. Good morning. Did I get your name right?
Yes, you did really well. Good morning.
You are visiting us across the pond.
I am indeed.
London is your home. So excited to have you on our show this morning. And I feel like we could take the whole hour to dive into the topics that we're going to go over this morning. But let's start here. You say that women have that sixth sense. What is it, and why do we really need to be paying attention to it?
Yeah, we do. I mean, in actual fact, the sixth sense is a biological part of our body that is actually a load of neurotransmitters. So, you know, when you sit there and you say, oh, something smells fishy, and we can't really smell the fish, but something isn't quite right. But it goes further. Obviously, with women, we are wired differently. Our brains are actually different. So you think we have it more than, because men can have that sense as well of where they can... Right. So with men, they tend to be just one brain side dominant, more left side, more logical thinking, more linear thinking. Whereas women, we tend to be more balanced in our brain and literally the way our brain is wired, which allows us to be able to tap in more to the other side of the brain that's associated with perception and intuition. And then it comes to our upbringing as well. You know, as we start off young when we start to talk about our feelings and what we think, so we're just more in touch with them from the beginning. We definitely have an edge.
Let's talk about your book, and this is a lot of what you dive into. And what I loved when I was skimming through it is there's actually, we were talking about finances and how, you know, as women, we, you know, look at our finances and how we value them. There's actually a place in your book where you actually tell us to kind of write things down. Why do you believe the way you do? Who taught you that? Why is that important, do you think, to really kind of look down and...
Because as we grow up, we just, this is who we are, and we just expect ourselves to be the norm, and we also feel that we have no power to change it. That's just the way I am. It's such a common phrase. And yet when you actually take the time to think, well, actually, why am I like that? Who taught me those beliefs? And as you become more conscious, you decide, do you actually want to keep those beliefs, or do you want to change them? And we can change them, and in changing them, we shift our energy and we change who we are and what we attract around us.
It's interesting because I think there is so much talk these days about, you know, whether getting more women in power or certainly having an equal kind of play, an equal say. And I do think that's important because we do come from very different, I think men are just as valuable as women and women just as valuable as men. Is that a theme that you can agree with, that you, I'd imagine?
Absolutely. Well, one of the chapters in the book is, you know, be a leader and wear a skirt. But it's about...
I love it.
But it's about learning that as a woman, why don't we use our strengths for who we are and our skills? Like we said, we are different to men. I mean, and men are fantastic, of course they are, but we are too. And so we don't have to compete. We can stand in our own strengths to be who we are and succeed in that way.
For women watching this morning, though, that feel maybe a little intimidated by that, or feel maybe that they aren't valued, or struggle with kind of, you know, finding their own voice, what advice do you have for them?
And that is one of the biggest blocks I think women have, almost creating for themselves in their path to success. So the advice would be, to think about coaching, think about even just the exercises in those books, because they will really help you hear your own voice inside you, know what's right, and grow in confidence. Because if you understand where something's coming from, you have more confidence to express it.
We have just 30 seconds left. What's your take home for women watching this morning? And obviously your book is going to be sold on Amazon, probably the most popular place to find it. But what's your take home for women watching this morning?
I think my take home is be true to yourself, be your authentic self, understand who you are, stand in your own power, and learn to believe in yourself. And just don't play victim to who you are.
And again, take charge in that, discover why you are who you are. This is a great book to do that. Thank you so much for coming in. We hope you enjoy your stay here in the States.
Thank you.
And we look forward to hopefully seeing you again soon as well.
Thank you.
And of course, you can find out more about her book on our website as well.